Hi, welcome to Simply Country Cuisine. Well, this afternoon we're going to make a Paula Deen Ooey Gooey butter cake. I've made several of these and oh, are they ever good. It has very few ingredients in it, but it just tastes delicious. So what we're going to do first is I have melted a full stick of butter in a bowl. And I like to use a butter golden cake mix, hence buttery cake. You want to add as much butter to it as you can, but you're going to do the whole cake mix in here. What we're going to do first is we're going to make almost a cookie base in our pan. So this will not be a loose batter. And thank you, Greg and Rhonda, for some very rich farm fresh eggs, and I have only one egg in here. Begin the process with my rubber spatula, only because I'm not using my stand mixer. I'm going to use a hand mixer on this, and I don't want to wear cake flour all over me. If you're going to have this for dessert or to entertain your guests, I would suggest that you make it earlier in the day because it takes a little while to cook, but it takes longer to cool. You really need to cool the cake for about 45 minutes to an hour, room temperature, because I've tried cutting it when it comes out of the oven, and henceforth the Ooey Gooey name, that really did happen. It doesn't hold together in bars very good. Now what we're going to do is I'm just going to incorporate this really quick, and this is more, when you're mixing this, you'll say, oh, this is like a cookie dough, and it does, it feels like a cookie dough. Now I've sprayed a 9x12 cake pan, and I went one step further. I used a buttery spray. I really wanted the butter flavor to come out. Now I'm going to press this cookie dough cake into the bottom of this pan, and I just use my rubber spatula. Okay, there you have it. Now we're going to make the filling or topping and just pour it over top. But that's what the crust looks like. Set this aside, and in the same bowl you can do it. You don't even have to wash your beaters or your bowl. But in this bowl, I'm going to add. Now I have a warmer on my stove, so I set my cream cheese on. I wanted it very loose. I'm going to put a whole pack, which is 8 ounces, of Philadelphia cream cheese. Try not to skimp on these ingredients. Use the best of the best because you want it to taste rich and very buttery. And 16 ounces of powdered sugar. And then you have 2 more eggs. And again, these are farm fresh eggs. They're very rich. They're very orange. Now again, I'm going to kind of pre-mix this a little bit with my spatula because you know how it is when you hit powdered sugar and mixer beaters. I like to cook with farm fresh eggs. I'm not a big fan of just eating them because they are really, really rich. I mean, they taste great, but when I'm baking with them, and if I'm making a yellow cake, they really make your cake look yellow. I think they really enhance the flavor of the food when you're baking with them. All right, that's good enough. Now I'm going to use my beaters and really blend it up. And now we're just going to pour it over top of the crust. Just take your rubber spatula and smooth it out to the edge of the, I keep wanting to call it a cookie dough, but for the crust. All right, now we're going to put this in the oven. We're going to bake it 35 to 40 minutes. I have baked, usually when I bake it, I take it out at about 35 minutes because I'm using a convection oven. A regular oven, you may have to go the entire 40 minutes on it. So if you'll come back in about 40 minutes, we'll pull it out and then let it cool. And it's going to cool for about another 40 minutes. Hi, welcome back. Now it's been about an hour and a half, and this is what it looks like in the pan. Take our nice sharp spatula And we're going to cut these into bars. And you have an Ooey Gooey butter cake. Let's give it a try. See how nice that crust on the bottom? It just... It's sticky, gooey, extremely buttery, very, very good. And this is a good summertime dessert. Let me tell you, you could also, and I have done this, I've put zest of lemon in it a little bit, and that's really good. That lemon and that butter taste very, very good together. So I hope you try this, and thank you, Paula Deen. This is one of our favorite desserts. And always remember to subscribe, like, and share our videos to be alerted for the next video. And on Thursdays, we have Trivia Thursday on our Facebook page. And we are up to about 187 subscribers on Facebook and 153, I think, on YouTube. And I'm so excited, and thank you again for subscribing. And if you don't have a place to worship, please join us at any one of the Glad Tidings churches in the Central Texas area. Dean will put a link at the bottom. For the next month of services, all of our pastors are going to be speaking on Philippians. We would love to have you join us. God bless.